with him there, but the way I look at View, he is not.
What? The Claude, the Toms, the Diggy, once again. Oh wait, the Claude and the Diggy once again. And we already witnessed that it's not going to. It wasn't efficient during game number 1, especially that the Claude wasn't given the space that he initially wanted. So to me, I am black and yellow all over, Rockhard. How about you?
All right. Well, I think so. I think that's just very safe assumption. They said that might it be a core Kaja, obviously most likely just an off lane, right? So I still see a bright future here ahead for Bren for sure, obviously, but of course I want to be proven wrong here because STI, they got everything to gain. I don't think at this point you got anything to lose, right? Because there's just nothing to lose for these guys at all.
Indeed.
I would just play the game. I would just have fun with this. And, well, heroes that they have are quite fun, I gotta say. So,
yes, because in comparison with game number 1, the overall composition of STI is much, in terms of having a 4 and then 1 core lineup during the previous game. But now I think it looks like that Bren is on the top, but meanwhile here onto the bottom side, it looks like Coco will be at a pitch, uses the flicker, will be using his second skill, but again picked off by...
man, alright, we're looking good here so far, and again, first blood goes to STI, just like that. Bren Esports on the top lane though will be picking up that tower, making full use of the tankiness of Koopa to make sure they can tank it and take it out really nicely before the 2-minute mark. Now, it's going to be a rotation on bottom side. Will we see some action?
Which is the ideal thing to do, because if you already see like what more members of STI on bottom, it's bound that you go and respond. And Lard right here with a little break of health uses his flicker out instead of going in for a potential pickoff, which is your go-to call because that was risky. And speaking of risky, Rockhard, again another play will come here. Lasty here flickered at an untimely manner and now invested his resources, and will be taken down by the members of STI.
Alright, well that was way too deep for my liking, and Bren Esports giving away a second kill here because of that. Lembot already locking the Raptor's machete. I think that's pretty good time. We'll have some damage output to help him out during his farming phase. Now so far we have Few on the top side, doing a lot better, I would say, on the Koopa, on the Popol Koopa than most people we've seen today. Considering he does have a great lineup as well.
Alright, it looks like they are ready to position themselves, Rockhard here, you know, really wanting to contest. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be stunned by Koopa in a bit, but no, it was meant to harass, which is a good thing usually, because the thing that you wanna prioritize the most is the objectives, and that is what Bren is, you know, shifting their gears at. And you know, we'll just transition to the middle side, get as much resources as you can.
Yeah, I mean that's the game right there. You want to play a resource game again? You want to play a resource game? Usually on Metro, really like watching him on a marksman role play too.
Indeed. Oh, that was a nice reverse time to really prevent Rebo from coming in any closer for a potential pickup. But you know, Rockhard, I'm trying to analyze this all, and I think I'm getting the pace where Bren is going at. If you notice, they aren't as aggressive as they usually do, because this is what makes it magical. You know that their overall composition is more onto the mid and late phases of the game, and that's that's the type of timeline that you want to make this game reach. And if you look at it, they're just going resources, they're just shoving away the members of Bren, not really going on an aggressive fight. And that's the good thing. And speaking of aggressive fight, that was off cam onto the middle side of the lane, utilizing that tower dive potential. And Rockhard, I gotta say, we're already coming to the mid to the late phases of the game. And I think this is going on to the momentum that Bren wants.
Yeah, riding on that awesome Abyssal Arrow hits, you have to make sure you use Rebo as well on the Selena. And if he can get that, there's a lot of people who can follow it up. Lasty's obviously going to be very easy to dive onto a almost perma-stunned hero, and followed up shortly by Few sending Koopa out to bite that enemy, disable him, while everyone else on Bren just has so much damage. Item check, barely into Demon Hunter Sword so far for our hero of SCI, Nyx, Lembot, and that's not a good sign at this point. Hopefully we can change that. Hopefully that changes sometime soon, but the way things are going, I mean, like Bren Esports, they want an early dinner. You know, they want to get some of that grub already, because this is running really quickly. For 5 minutes, you're already breaking second tier tower in mid lane, which is
I
scary.
agree with you. Yes, indeed. And you know what? The amount of space that the carry is really, utilizing with the help of the members of Bren, it's something that you have to really take into account. But Bruno rather, sorry, not a carry, Bruno. And the thing is, like what I said earlier, the pick starting to show that direction, unless without getting
Divine Judgment. Everyone's just damage output. Let's go take a team fight like what's happening right now. Turtle will be taken by Carl TZ while everyone else is on top lane, picking up kills one at a time. Of course, Lasty will fall down. Too many tower hits going to be taken up here, but all the while, Carl TZ was actually in the mid lane, pushing up bottom as well as this mid tower getting a lot of resources for his own.
Yes, indeed. And do take note, that was 2 pickoffs on Bren and 1 for SCI's side. So, looking back, that's the thing. That's a good skirmish fight to compensate and to gain just a little bit of gold. But you have to take into consideration that in terms of economy, Bren is, a step ahead. And with the limited resources that SDI has, since the only ones that they have are the incoming minions, and because probably the ones under turf are being stolen by Bren, capitalizing the advantages that they have. And
yep,
like what we both said, they just really need to pick off at least one of the squishier heroes or pin them down. But I think that's not gonna happen soon, Rockhart.
Yeah, it's an easy play here from Carl TZ. Long range critical hits are already feeling very, very painful here. On side of Bren Esports, with the frontliners not really suffering too much casualties. Coco, very, very happy on that Esport, just absorbing all the damage and then life stealing it back through the long range flamethrowers. And right now, bottom lane, that's going to be a pull onto Koopa. Just use the Divine Judgment on the summon, which is very, very sad, and also a power of that hero, you know.
I also get you. Yeah, I get you why you were hyped up, but unfortunately that was Koopa right there. And going back right here, it looks like the team fight is on because there are low members of Bren. Bruno will be getting a pick off on his own by killing that Koopa, and still saves the day, and there wasn't any casualty for the side of Bren Esports. So it was a good denial for the side of Carl TZ.
Absolutely. I'm actually surprised that we lost one here for Bren. Again, they are playing a little recklessly, I would say, but they are also doing rightfully so, because they are just so far ahead. Everyone's scared of Carl TZ's normal attacks now, and that's becoming a big problem here for SCI. How do we deal with this? And I guess the only answer is to just stay under tower and hope Bren Esports commits a mistake, which is, again, starting to look very unlikely. Bren Esports looking really well put together here.
Look at that damage from the normal hits of Carl TZ. I mean, I get the hesitations why SCI aren't really going as aggressively as they are, because look at the damage output that he is inflicting. And take note, what more if they're all grouped together, and that utilizes his own. And look at that beautiful hit, just like that. Sometimes the silence. Yes, indeed, Rockhart, indeed. Because what we said earlier, when Ziggy already uses his times journey, that's +1 for Bren. And look at Carl Tizzy just getting all the snacks that he could get even inside the base. And this is just a domino effect. What a torture for the side of Bren right here, really showing and asserting their dominance as they
really
will be
wants it.
finishing.
Wants
Yeah, he really wants it. Okay,
Oh my
okay, that's
God.
too over.
Seriously. Come on, calm down. What the heck?
They don't want. Look at that. Just look at.
Eat a chill pill. My God, the humanity. Oh,
The
man, there's nothing
massacre,
else to
the
say.
purge. The
Yeah.
purge is really real
I'm
for
done.
the side of
done.
esports right here. So dominant. I mean, I get it that they wanna establish the dominance, but man, that's just hard. That's so much of a torture.
Come on. You gotta have a little respect here. Where's the respect? God, this is our territory. What you doing there? Bren Esports coming out with 2-0 victory over STI. So